I was telling you now let me tell you about the mother who have love affection for her son, but the son doesn't have any affection for her. Why? Because the original, whatever that was, probably a reptile too, I can imagine. Because one thing for sure, I know that a reptile can only walk in a body that was being hosted, that has hosted either a reptile or anything of dark energy, of dark nature for that matter, but never from the light. So never a soul. So whether it was empty or whether there was a soul in there, a reptile darkness entity in there, I don't know what to call them really. I will not dare to call them souls. The mother doesn't know this, that the son, the original spirit, because we are all spirits, doesn't matter whether light, dark. Let's take the word spirit. The original spirit that was hosted in the body of his son is no more there. That she gave birth to, for that matter. But rather it has been taken, that body has been taken by a totally strange spirit. That spirit doesn't have affection for her, doesn't know her. But she doesn't know that there is a strange spirit in the body of her son now. Do you get me? Do you know where I'm going? Why I'm telling you this? Because this Enrique, we're talking about Enrique still. Enrique, that entity that calls him, that spirit that calls itself Enrique, told me the time that we used to communicate. I went to Karina. Karina is a shaman. Also, that I'm pretty much sure that she's the one who worked on my letter. I'm pretty much sure of that. She's the one who also sent to me and to her twin flame too, to my twin flame too. Okay, no, she's not the one who probably sent him to me, because my twin flame was working together with him as he was using people to get involved in my life and preferred not to interact with me directly, personally, but rather send people to interact with me in the off track. Yeah, sure, she sent people to me, find this out, do this. I don't have any strange touch whatsoever. Although she introduced a lot of reptiles in my life through that way. Now that I can tell now who is a reptile and who is not. All those whom I have encountered. Back to the mother. Okay, he said that he went to Karina. Karina is a shaman, black magician, whatever to call it, to cut the ties with his mother. This guy was literally, because this guy is a drama queen. Boom. He just only complains. And this guy can talk too much. Oh, the guy, I was sitting there most of the time when I was listening to him, and then I was just like, in me, myself, oh goodness, I never met somebody who talks too much like the way he does. Anyway, he was really complaining about his mother. And till today, and he complained a lot, and many times, different times, but until today, I cannot tell you what wrong did she did to him. I cannot tell you. All this complaining that he did, as far as his mother is concerned, I cannot tell you what wrong he was trying to shelter there. There was nothing wrong there. But just a mother who loves his son so much and so dearly, and who just wants to have a connection and relationship with his son. That's it. And the son doesn't want to have anything to do with the mother. So and I think that should the mother is, I think she's not stupid, although she might be a reptile. Um, um, she must talk. She must know that there's something has changed about my son, because the kind of relationship that she's trying to continue nourished, I would say nourish, not establish, but nourish. Because from what I've seen, it's not that she's trying to establish something. It's already something that I see that it is she's trying to nourish what is already there. What was already there, what was all the time there, always. So she must have realized that something has changed with my son. They know more affection between us from his side, and he's avoiding me. And I did nothing wrong to him. We didn't fight, we didn't. So she knows that too. Anyway, why am I telling you this story? This spirit that is in that body that we call Enrique is no more the original spirit that she used to call my son, for that matter. Or what she sees is just this body that used to host that spirit that she called him son. But since we most people, we don't know, we don't see beyond the body to see the spirit. We just only see, oh, this is the body of my son, that is my son. So by any chance, she's trying to understand what went wrong with his son. But I'm making this video for other parents too, and for her too, if she comes across that. She speaks English. She's German though. That she might understand what went wrong, what is going on. Anyway, he said that I went to Karina. 3 times I tried to cut the cords with her, and I want to cut the cords with her. And 3 times I tried to cut the cord with her. She still keep on coming back and still keep on claiming me and want to claim me and possess me. I'm her son. She gave me birth. She gave birth to me. For that, this is all the words that I could hear. I'm her son. She gave birth to me, so she thinks she has the right to possess me. I said, like, how does she possess you? He cannot tell me how she possesses her. All what I see there is just a mother who wants to give love and affection to her son. That's it. And this is the reptile. A reptile doesn't know love. And especially a walk-in. Especially a walk-in doesn't know what family is. Doesn't know what family constellation here is all about. How human love. And since love is also not their nature, so that's a big gap. The raptors who are born here in the form of reincarnation, they have come to know what affection is in their own way. A walk-in raptor doesn't know that. They don't have empathy. They don't have love emotions. They don't have affection. They don't have all this. They don't. I made other videos about them. So a new walk-in raptor cannot handle all these things. A relationship between a mother and a son, especially if they were close. Now you might have a neighbor, you might have a co-worker, you might have a family, or you yourself have a son or a daughter. There is a walk-in your son, in your daughter. And you realize, what went wrong with my child? All of a sudden my child has changed from bad to worse. Or from good to bad, and from good to worse. What went wrong? I don't understand what went wrong with my son. Is it if they're a teenager, is it maybe puberty time? Maybe it will pass, it's a phase. Even if they're grown up, maybe they are going through their own midlife crisis, or maybe they're experiencing difficult times, which can happen. We're humans, still, as long as we have this body. That can happen to anyone. That you change your behavior, not maybe not by intention, but as you are going through a rough time, your behavior tend to change, and the outer world tend to notice that something is not okay with you. What is going on? If you have a good friend, they call you aside, they say, hey, talk to me. I can sense there's something not okay with you. If you are an open person, you talk about what is moving you, what is moving in you. You say, okay, now we understand why your behavior you have changed, why you have withdrawn, why you are doing this, who knows what you're doing. Understand that we live in a world that is very complex. We live in a reality that is beyond our comprehension, because we were lied to all the time. They have lied to us all the time. They have shown us a very small, tiny picture of what this reality is all about, what it all holds, really, what is going on. Only them knows the real truth, what is going on. You probably might not even know what a reptile is, what a walk-in is, what a reptile is. You might only think that we are all beautiful souls. We're all children of God. We come from God. We are children of light. Although we tend to make poor decisions and tend to bad persons. But in all essence, we are all divine sparks of light. This is what you might think. Or you might not even think beyond that. You might just assume that we are all the same. No, we are not the same. All of us. No. I am not the same like the reptiles and core. No. And if you are a divine spark of light, that applies to you too. But only the reptiles knows that there is more to that. There is more to what you see with your eye. There is more to a human. They know their reptile nature most of the time. Being the walk-ins or being the born reptiles, either way, they know most of the time who they are. Because their parents, this is a generation thing, it is a bloodlines thing, and they give it further, because they are also sagas and everything that they are being given from generation to generation to continue. So they tell you, it's a time, you reach a certain age, it's a time for you to know that your true nature. This is what they do. So the reptiles, most of the time, they know, unless they are adopted in the family or they don't know who they are, because who their parents is, or who their father is, or who their mother is, for whatever, because probably they grow up with a single parent, and it takes only one parent to be a reptile in order for a reptile child to be born. And imagine that it's the father, and the father is never there. It was a one-night stand probably. So this child doesn't know about his reptile nature, but he feels something different. I'll come back with another video.